Hi there and welcome back to Scribbled Sim. This day we are doing a collab. Everyone's doing cartoon characters and you're either doing a speed build, which is what I'm doing today, based on what I think their place would look like, but I'm also doing a create a sim. So it's a two for this video. I will be doing Scooby-Doo and Shaggy Rogers. We're going to start off with the speed build though, because I'm going to make you wait until the end for that create a sim. You better believe it. Alright, so before I get ahead of myself, I just wanted to say that everybody's socials will be linked down below, or their YouTube channels at least, who's participating in this collab. The collab is basically us doing a house based on a cartoon character, or a create a sim based on that cartoon character, or in my case and some other cases both. So we're all just kind of doing that same theme. So if you dig this and you want to see more, there will be links in the description. Right now I am making the basement of Mystery Mansion. When I started making Scooby and Shaggy's place, I thought they don't have their own house. They live in the basement where the others live. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see me make Fred, Velma, and Daphne and see the rest of Mystery Mansion, because I want to work on it anyways. So if you want to see it, let me know so I know to film it, not just upload it to the gallery. So yeah, there's that. Right now I am making the basement. I wanted that kind of quintessential 70s vibe with the intense linoleum pattern, but not just that, also a wall pattern, and also the wonderful colors of the orange, the green, and the yellow, which were so very prevalent in the 70s, but they called them something like, you know, apricot and sage and mustard or something like that to make them sound more appealing. I don't know what they were referred to as exactly, but I was really pleased with this linoleum that I found. I saw it and my eyes just like popped out of my head because it's exactly what I was looking for. It's insane. And now I'm just kind of like trying to furnish, make it look a little bit more dingy, because at this point it almost feels too clean and too nice, and I wanted it to look a little bit more dingy. I love that carpet, that rug from Vintage Glamour stuff, that like fuzzy rug. It looked like a shag rug, and I was so excited because I was like, yes, a shag rug, thank you. I wanted things to look a little bit worn, you know? Like they found a lot of their stuff on the curb and they brought it home and like dumped it down the stairs or something. You know, brought it home in the mystery machine. And obviously Shaggy is hungry all the time, and we know why. He has a bubble machine. So I had to have one of those in there. And they have like a little washer and dryer area. I just wanted like weird stuff in there. I used this garage door as a headboard because I've seen it used a couple times like that in other builds, and I thought it looked pretty cool and stylish. So I decided to use it in this one. I was having a little trouble because I didn't want to make more room in this basement. I wanted this basement to be very small. And so that was the thing. I also was having trouble because I was realizing very quickly that I didn't want actual art on the walls so much as I wanted like posters and just like random things. I wanted it to look very kind of like chaotic almost, and so kind of slovenly, but not like too much. But so I finally kind of figured out my groove, and yeah, and I think it worked out pretty okay. I do. I changed the walls from the wood to this kind of, it says it's a concrete wall, but I think it just looks, you know, like your average, you know, plaster covered wall or drywall covered wall with, you know, and I put these distressings, this cracks, the holes in the wall, all that, because I feel like they're, you know, the Mystery Mansion isn't like a small, like a new place. It's not a new place that they live in. It's an old place that's, you know, got spider webs everywhere and cracks in the walls, and I just wanted to give it that character and that kind of like old feel to it. I thought that would be pretty awesome. Yeah, right now I'm just cluttering a little bit. I add some more stuff later, but I don't know, I really enjoyed this build. I thought it was super fun. I loved kind of just imagining what Shaggy and Scooby's like life looked like. I use this bar back as an entertainment center. I've seen it done before. I don't know who I saw use it, but I'm not the person who came up with that as an idea. So I don't remember who did though, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I really liked the way it looked. I thought it turned out really well. And then same thing, like I said, with this garage door as a headboard kind of thing going on, which I really liked as well. And in here, you know, again, like more posters all over the wall, this trunk with a TV on it, and then I had to put Scooby's bed somewhere, so I ended up moving that. But I mean, it just looks, I don't know, I'm just so pleased with like the way the colors came together, with the way the patterns came together, how everything looks like. Oh, and I put this bubble machine, I sized it down and I put it on Shaggy's bedside table because I figured, duh, like he would have that. I don't know if anybody else has done that. I have never seen anybody size the bubble machine down, but I'm sure somebody has. But I was real proud of myself when I figured out, when I had the idea to do that, because I thought it was funny. I'm just making the bathroom with the like green toilet and sink, because in the 70s, again, you had all that like colored porcelain that was just beautiful in my opinion. Just, I say this sarcastically, but yeah. I don't know. I just really like their house, their little basement, you know. And like I said, I'm putting it in the larger Mystery Mansion. I do have it saved in my library as one room. I just make a room, walls around it, outside of it, and then I add it to the gallery, or I saved it as a room. Let me know if you would like me to upload that to the gallery, just the basement itself, because I will if you want me to. Like, I plan on doing the whole Mystery Mansion, but if you're like, for whatever reason, you're like, no, it's fine, I'm digging this basement, give it to me, let me know, and I'll upload just the basement. But I was planning on making it like a whole deal with the entire Mystery Mansion eventually, whenever I finish it. Anyways, so now we're going to get into the create-a-sim process, the part everyone's waiting for. Norville Shaggy Rogers. Yes, his first name is Norville. It's fantastic. Yeah, I'm trying to get his traits as close as to what I think he would be. Gave him gluttony, goofball. He's technically a vegetarian in the later series, but he didn't start off that way. I did give him dog lover because I thought it would be proper, considering I wanted him to have a strong connection with Scooby, so I gave him that. Right now, I'm just adjusting the face. I wanted him to look as much like his cartoon self as possible. I didn't want it to do like a super realistic version of him, just because, I don't know, like I don't really like it. No shade to anybody else who like does more realistic versions. This is obviously a realistic version. I just wanted his more realistic version to look very cartoony, and you know, like I'm watching a 3D cartoon of him or something. But I end up liking the way he comes out. I think he's really close. You'll have to tell me in the comments what you think, but I think I did a pretty good job. I was very pleased with how I got his eyes and his hair, and just everything matched really well in my opinion. I dig him. And the pants were hard for me because his pants in the cartoon aren't necessarily brown. They're more of like this plum brown hybrid. Sometimes even bordering on like burgundy or like something like that. So I didn't want to give him a purple pant. But I did find, I think, what is a good, close enough type of a deal. So I put him in a darker brown pant that I think really matches his cartoon self really well. I dig it. I like it. I think it's groovy, if you will. I know. I'll go home. I'm sorry. And I also, I mean, I broaden his shoulders immensely. I narrow his waist. I'm trying to make him look as close to the cartoon character as possible. And so, yeah. You let me know how you did. Here is a comparison. There we go. You can see the cartoon versus Shaggy. Now let's move on to Scooby-Doo. He takes me a little while because I had to paint him. And painting Scooby-Doo took a lot of time. Not super long, but it did take a lot of time. And I couldn't decide which ear I wanted to flop over. Because he kind of does have both flop over randomly. And he has smaller eyes. Not super duper small, but smaller. I mean, Shaggy has those little, like, essentially just ink dots for eyes. But, in, like, the earlier seasons. But Scooby has a little bit bigger of eyes. And we love it. We're here for it. We stan it. We stan ink dot eyes? Question? I don't know. I'm weird. Let's just keep moving on. I gave him a little smile in his jowls. I just had a lot of fun doing this, and it was cool to see my vision in my brain come to life. Like, it was, I don't know, it was just really cool. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what the other girls did, because they had some really cool ones. Like, one was going to be Jessica Rabbit, one was going to be, I think, Snow White, like Minnie Mouse. Like, there's a bunch of them that are going to be kind of, some of them are just builds, some of them are just, I think some of them are just create a sim, and I think some are both. So I don't know who's doing what, like, off the top of my head, but like I said, the links will be in the description, and I, for one, will be watching all of them because I'm so excited to see how everyone did. I love stuff like this, where, like, you see, like, your characters, the characters that you, like, made in to, like, game forms or other forms. Like, I think it's really fun. So that's my thing that I'm excited for. Everyone seems to be really excited about theirs too, from what I can tell. So I don't know. I'm just excited to see what everyone's doing. And then I struggle with these marks on his markings. I end up scrapping them and just putting new ones on, because they weren't working for me. I made them a little too perfect. In some pictures he has, especially in newer ones, he has just like dots up on his shoulders, and then like in some he has more that are like on his like bicep, if you will, and like other ones are like, I don't know. But the majority of the pictures I could find had the markings mostly similar to the ones I have on him. So I think the comparison picture I got is one of the ones that just has dots. So, like, that's kind of lame, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. Thankfully, we have a nice teal collar. I'm kind of sad we don't have one with, like, a gold tag on there, but he turned out great, right? And then I gave him the, jumpy trait, all that. I was debating between friendly and sleuth. I ultimately friendly won out because as much as he solves mysteries with the gang, he is more friendly in my opinion because he's always a scaredy little pupper. So, but yeah. And that's Scooby finished. We will be pulling up a comparison for us right now. Look at us go. There we go. I think I did him justice. Let me know again in the comments. Just live in the comments right now. I will upload them to the gallery. I will. I promise. But let me know if you would like... There is one final comparison of them together. Let me know if you would like me to upload them now or if you would like me to upload them at a later time once I finish the rest of the gang. I'll probably upload them anyways. And again, let me know if you want the basement separate or if you want the basement and the mystery mansion. Anyways, enjoy the rest of these screenshots, and I will talk to you in the next one. Don't forget to check everybody out in the description. All right, bye-bye.
Oh man, talk about toasted.